Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have this really festive holiday makeup tutorial look to share with you. I did this really silvery, more of a dark eye look, and then I also popped it with more of a bold red lip, as you can see. So a little bit bold both on the eyes and on the lips, which makes it perfect for a holiday party, whether it's Christmas or any other holiday that you celebrate, or if you want to save it and recreate this look for your New Year's Eve party look, then that would be a perfect time to recreate this look. So if you want to see exactly how to get the look, then you know what to do, just keep watching. As always, we're starting by priming the eye area so your makeup look stays on all day, you don't have any creasing or anything like that. And I'm using this NYC Jumbo Crayon in the color called Rockefeller Center Snowflakes. And it's just kind of an iridescent, somewhat sheer, stark white color. So I'm just popping that all over from the lash line all the way up to right underneath the brow. And then to set that in place and to make the look even more bolder and starker white, I'm using MAC eyeshadow in White Frost, which is basically just a vivid frosty white color. This is going to help act as a really nice base to make all the other shadows that we place next just really pop. And now going in with a Makeup Geek Frappe eyeshadow. This is going to be our transition color, so you guys know exactly what to do with this. I'm just throwing that in the crease with this tapered, fluffy kind of blending brush that lays down the color and blends it all at the same time. I talk about this brush all the time, but I really do love it. It's Sephora number 19 brush, and I'm just building up the intensity of that color. Most of the pigment is going to be on the outer portion of the eye in the crease, but then as you can see, I am blending some of it over to the inner corner as well. Next, going in with Makeup Geek Americano eyeshadow in a MAC 286 duo fiber brush. This brush is going to lay down a little bit less pigment than like a regular natural hair brush would do. So I'm just taking this color and placing it in my natural crease, but also doing my trick as I like to do and taking it a little bit above my natural crease and faking a higher crease look. And that brush is definitely a must-have, one of my all-time favorite MAC products. The brush just makes your eyeshadow application foolproof, especially when you're using a darker, really pigmented shadow. So now going in with Makeup Geek Corrupt, which is just a black eyeshadow, and I have it on a Sigma tapered E45, which is a little bit smaller of a brush. It has a little bit of a point, as you can see, and I'm just kind of dabbing that and stamping it very lightly on the outer part of the eye and just shaping the V shape there. And once most of the product is kind of down off of the brush on the outer part of the eye, I'm just taking that over in the crease, halfway over. Very slowly just building up that color and the pigment. That is the way to go with a dark color, is to go little by little. And then going back in with Makeup Geek Americano, I'm just kind of intensifying that above my natural crease just to kind of make sure that color is not super black and gray looking. I wanted it to be a little bit more of a peekaboo of that beautiful like black cherry Americano shade. And as you can see at this point, it's starting to look a little bit sloppy, a little bit black eye-esque, which is no good. So I'm going in with a clean blending brush, and I'm just taking light medium pressure and small circular motions mixed with some windshield wiper motions just to blend everything out. You want to make sure it's super soft and just very soft and diffused looking. And then I am going back in with Americano and just intensifying what we blended away. So what you got to do for a dark look is do little by little, blend it, and add a little bit more little by little. And because the Americano shade was a little too sloppy and harsh for my preference, I'm going in with Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie eyeshadow, which is pretty much close to my skin color, and I'm just using that to blend that shadow, the harsh lines of the shadow, so it's much more seamless. And now I'm going in with the star of the show, Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in Static Age, which is basically a really stark silver color. And I'm taking that on a MAC 242 brush, which I find is the best brush to apply these eyeshadows, and for that matter, pretty much any other lid color that you could possibly ever want to apply. It's just a standout brush, definitely a must-have in my collection. So as you can see, I'm just taking that Static Age silver color and popping that on the lid, carving out my little mushroom shape to make it flattering. And then I'm going in with Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in Raw Power, and I'm just going to work that on the outer part of the eyelid. I don't want to bring it over too far because I really want that silver color to just brighten the eyes and make it really stark and silvery looking, but I wanted to add this color in because it's so pretty. Now I'm going to line my upper lash line with some gel eyeliner. I have the Inglot number 77 gel eyeliner, and I'm just doing a really thin line, basically just to help disguise the false eyelashes that we're going to pop on here in just a moment. If you don't know about that gel eyeliner, it's one of the best black gel eyeliners on the market, and it's pretty affordable. I think it's right around $12, so it's definitely a great gel eyeliner. For lashes, I have these beautiful and dramatic Cocoa lashes in the style called Goddess. And do I feel like a goddess when I have these on? Oh yeah. Just combining the natural lashes with the falsies with some mascara. Then it's time to clean up under the eye area and just wipe away any fallout or pretty much any fallout that you have, so we have a clean slate and canvas to work off of. I cannot do my concealer without using a really intense hydrating eye cream, so I'm just putting on my Bobbi Brown Extra Repair eye cream to prep. And then because I'm super dry, I'm going in with MAC Strobe Cream, and then I'm also going to finish up priming and prepping the face with some primer. This is the Clinique, I think it's called like a universal primer. It's supposed to be good for redness, dullness, just pretty much anything under the sun that you would need. It's okay. And then for foundation, I'm taking the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC15. I wanted more of a full coverage foundation for this look since it is a more bold eye and lip look. I definitely wanted to complete the look with a full coverage foundation. So that's why I'm using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which is one of my favorite full coverage foundations. For concealer under the eyes, I'm using Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer. Mine is in the shade Neutral Fair or Fair Neutral. And I know everybody loves this so much. I like it a lot. It's really lightweight and full coverage, but I do find it to be ever so slightly drying under my eyes. It's good for the face, but I don't know. It just leaves my under eyes looking slightly like dry and crepey looking, which is no good. I mean, definitely priming or prepping with that eye cream helps, but it's just not my favorite. And then for extra brightening, I'm taking my MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose, just like I said, for some more brightness. So I'm just doing that in the upside down triangle action, as you can see. I'm going to set everything in place for the under eye area using my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, which I can't stop using. It's just so good. And then to set the rest of my face, this was the first time I'm using this product. It's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. You can see that stuff is so dusty and messy, and it made me freaking cough like crazy, but I kind of like it. I'm still trying to figure it out. And then I'm taking a Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to start smoking out the lower lash line with a pencil brush, all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner. And then I'm going to take Americano with a flat definer brush and just start pressing that into the lower lash line for some added definition and to help tie the lower lash line look together with the upper eye situation that we have going on. And then going back in with the pencil brush with no additional product, I'm just gonna blend and mesh those two colors together to make it more smoky looking. And then I did take a little bit of the Raw Power and just stamp on the outer part of the eye just to kind of tie everything together. For an inner corner and brow bone highlight, I'm taking MAC White Frost again and just popping that in there. And then also under the brow bone because I wanted it to be really stark looking, like very icy and very, very stark, and that's the perfect white shadow to do that. At this point, when I'm doing a more bold eye look, I like to go back in with this Sigma, I think it's the E56 brush. It's like a really small shader brush that's a little bit longer, and it just helps you like pop that color back on there to intensify the shadow colors. But what I love about it is that it helps prevent any fallout, so you don't have to worry about like fussing with your makeup that you already did. So that brush is a great tool and I really love that. Lower lash line mascara, we're doing the MAC Giga Black Lash, which I always use. To intensify the look even more, I'm going to tightline and fill in my waterline with a black pencil. This one is by Buxom. So for bronzer and contour, I'm using the Laguna bronzer by NARS, and I'm taking on this Makeup Geek chiseled cheek brush, and you can see I'm laying down a really harsh line. Don't worry, we're going to go in and blend that out here in just a moment, but this is how I like to use the Laguna, is I like to just lay down a thick contour, heavy contour on my jawline and under my cheekbone. And then what I'll do is take a little bit more of the bronzing powder product and a bronzer brush, like a fluffy brush, and go in and just work on blending those together, blending that harsh contour, also while applying additional bronzer on the high points of my face where you would traditionally bronze. The 3E, the high points of your face where the sun would naturally hit you, is where you want to put that bronzer. And of course, you want to blend that down and bring it down on the neck as well, so there's no harshness and everything is seamless. Okay, so for blush, I'm taking this bright color, which is so beautiful. I am taking on a blush brush by Ofra that applies a lot less pigment, so you don't have to be super careful with it. You don't want to look like a clown with the bold eyes and bold lips. You definitely want it to be very subtle. This brush, the blush is by Lancome, and I'll list the color below because I can't pronounce it. And then for highlight, I'm taking the Too Faced Candlelight Glow Duo, and I'm just mixing those two colors together and just popping that on the cheekbones. And that brush, if you haven't caught it in my recent tutorials, that is by Morphe. It's like Jaclyn Hill's favorite, and it's also my favorite too. It's the perfect brush for highlight. I'm not even kidding. I cannot stop using it. It's perfection. So on the cheekbones, just down the bridge of the nose, and then I'm going to finish up highlighting and pop some right on my Cupid's bow. For liner, I'm taking MAC lip liner in the color called Beat, which is a beautiful, kind of more of a rosy red color. So I'm just outlining the lips as you can see here, and then I'm going to go in with this beautiful red lipstick by Lancome. I will have the name listed below. I actually don't think it has a name. I think it's just the number, which is super boring. But once you pop that lipstick on, that is going to complete the whole look. So here is the finished result. I love how this turned out. If you guys know anything about me, you know that I love warm tone eyeshadows. So this is more of a silvery cool toned look, and bold on the eyes and bold on the lips, but I really love how it turned out. I hope you guys loved it too, and I hope you will recreate it for your holiday gathering, whether it's a Christmas party, any party, or a New Year's Eve party, or just any time you want to feel very festive and kind of glam looking. I hope you will try your own version of this look. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.